uplift our thought above this world. This is the secret. Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you. Pray that you shall know the truth about God's allness. Do not pray to inform God or reform his almighty presence. So if God is all and fills all space, then there was nothing left for anything other than God or good to be created, which means it can't be anything other than the qualities that God possesses. All life contains God's presence. Therefore, it can only express the qualities of God: harmony, truth, love, existence, permanence of good. Now we know that pure awareness of harmony and divine love is what never changes. So we keep our thought pegged to that, no matter what we see, smell, hear, taste, and touch through our carnal reasoning mind. And therefore we are not of two minds anymore. We are of the pure mind of God. We give that our attention, not the strife. We give the purity, the pureness of God our attention. Okay? Since Jesus is the Prince of Peace, the evidence of following him is your refusal to leave your position of rest. That's an acronym for releasing every sinful temptation. Now, what is that sinful temptation? To be of two minds. To think thoughts like these. To think thoughts like these, even though they're being suggested to you from your terror screen devices in your deficiency of the outer kingdom, which is the ignorance of the Father coming to be filled with truth or light. You are the light of the world. So you rest in the position of knowing that God's good, the eternal harmony within all substance of all creation, where you live, move, and have your being, has never been disrupted, can never be changed, and that divine love is the allness of creation. Nothing else was created. You must fix your thought on what God is thinking, not what the human, carnal, false sense of reality is dreaming in sin. You can only preserve wealth obtained in consciousness. Any outside appearance is barren of good, even on the Sabbath day of rest. Now, this again goes back to the truth that all qualities belong to God. Wealth is a quality of God's eternal substance and good, providing for every human need. You've already been born of the Spirit. You already live in the full blessing. There's nothing else you can acquire. You've only become deficient by looking to the world out there and being troubled in dreams, asleep of the five senses. So we take all qualities out from this world and give them back to God. If it's disharmonious, it doesn't exist because God never created it, because God only knows what God is. Now, wealth belongs entirely and wholly to God. So by reflection, you have this wealth. It comes as spiritual substance through ideas to you. When you turn and seek the kingdom, all of these things are added onto you because the idea itself contains allness of creation within it. You are the idea of God. That truth burns away the ignorance of this world. If you believe you were born of flesh to an earthly mother and father, you are still governed by the law of strife. If you believe you were born in ignorance as a creature that crawls the earth, then you can't come under the law of spirit that sets you free. So you need to renounce your former life, like Paul said, to gain your true life. Jesus said the same thing. Lay down your life to gain your life. You don't exist as a mortal, a creature of this earth. You are of the Father. You were never born corruptible, flesh. earthbound. You are the spiritual awareness of the I Am presence, reflecting the qualities of God according to your own intelligence or ignorance by turning away from that principle. Rest to receive. Be at peace, content in the comprehension that God is the destination back of every true good desire. Every act of human will towards pleasure always stirs from pain. Therefore, it leads you to more. You don't have to chase things into this world. There's nothing to obtain. Spirit already fills all space. You live, move, and have your being in the spiritual awareness, and that, by reflection, becomes your all-sufficiency in all things. There is no physical universe. That's the dream. Relax and allow. Let God's allness become what is all that is known to you in your thought, and let it demonstrate itself into your extended world. You, right now, are free and fulfilled. Nothing more is required. To believe that more is necessary is to cease believing in God, in the allness of His presence. Have you ever left it? Impossible.